Hi, everyone. This is Sherry. It's Sew and Talk Tuesdays, and Katy, the Greenland Quilter, has come in to join me, but we're having some technical difficulty. I'm having a hard time speaking. Technical difficulties. Ooh. Um, she can hear me, but I can't hear her. Can you let me know if you can hear me on the chat? I'm just gonna. My phone's going goofy too. It's just one of those things. Be just a second. Do you ever get this where your phone goes into the Zoom mode and you can't get it out? Okay, let me see. I'm going to see if I can shut it off. Can everybody hear me? We can go in the comments. Katie's not coming. Okay, you can hear me. Katie's not coming through. I can get her picture, but I can't get her voice. So I don't know what's up unless what would be. I I feel bad, and I don't know what to do on my end because everything seems to be okay. I would suggest that if Katie's in here, for her to come on in, you let us see her, and then she can, if she wants to, or else she can do the chat. I just don't know what happened, but it's not working. And I can't get my phone to go back to normal either. So anyway, I guess I'll talk to you. I really apologize to phone to go back to normal either. So anyway, I guess okay, I really want to apologize to Katy. I don't know what is happening. Um, but I did want her to be able to come on, talk with us, so with us, share some time with us and that. But every one of you know what it's like when things go wrong in a live, and this happens to be one of them. Judy Smith has said that she's dropping in for a few minutes. Well, I appreciate that, Judy. I am going to have to look on my iPad here to see the chat and say hello. Melanie was the first one in here today, and I am doing good. And then Jim came in and he has said hi to Melanie and to me and to everyone else. Jim said he had drove 35 miles to an air-conditioned cafe for the afternoon with his son. Yeah, Jim, you don't have air conditioning up there. The weather has been brutal. It's 103 degrees here with an index of 115. But we have air conditioning. And in upper New York, I know that a lot of you don't have air conditioning other than maybe a window air conditioner or a fan because the temperatures are generally cooler and more comfortable. But I think your weather is just as hot, if not hotter, than we are here. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you go to the mall, go shopping. Don't stay at home and be hot. You guys have to be in a safe place. Mona's here. Hi, Mona. Welcome. She's saying hi to Jim. Yeah. Mona, did you get your pool come? Even if it did, you better make sure it's in the shade because you're gonna it's hot. You know, you might want to wait till the cooler part of the day. And if Katie's in the chat, I'd like her to join. She's came in again, so let's see. Katy, can you
hear me?
Can you speak? No. But you know, you're pretty. Everybody can see you. You can, if you want to chat in the chat, and then we'll figure out what's up. I know that the internet has given some problems this week, which has not been fun. And it could be this way. I don't see it on my end. So yes, she's back on. She's going out of her program to try to get back on to see if she can come on live. Yeah, she has no audio. And let's see, Mona's saying hi to Judy. And to Agnes. Hi, Agnes. Glad to see you here. Joydy's here. Welcome, Joydy. Andy's here from Crafty Witch. Oh, we can see and hear Katy too. Katy, say something again.
Hello. Hello.
They said they heard you.
How come you can't hear me? Hello.
Now that's weird because I can't hear her. Okay, they can hear you, Katy. So I tell you what, we're going to do this in a whole new way. We're opening up new doors, new way of doing things. And I think I'm going to turn you on. Wait, I wish I could. Let me see. I can turn that up here. Let's see. Now, if I do that, does anybody hear an echo?
I don't. Nope. I don't.
Okay, Katy, I can hear you off of my computer.
I don't know what the heck.
Can you believe this? I got. Hey, Katy, I can hear you off of my. I don't know what the heck.
I think the gremlins don't like me this week.
I said that we're going to go. This is what you call.
I think the gremlins don't like me this week.
It's giving you troubles. But we have gotten with what you call coming in the back door is what we did. I got a little bit of it. I'm hearing the delay on there, but anyway, I'm glad that you're on. I'm glad that they can hear you. I just was finishing. Yeah, you hear echo on my end. Okay, if I don't talk, I think you'll be okay. So I'm going to introduce.
Sherry.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Katy.
Wait. I'm going to try my phone, so hold on.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Katy.
Wait. I'm going to try my phone, so hold on.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Katy.
Wait. I'm going to try my phone, so hold on.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Katy.
Wait. I'm going to try my phone, so hold on. Me? Hello.
Okay, Katy.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Katy.
Me? Can you hear me?
Say so.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Katy.
Can you hear me?
Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. It must be something I've done wrong.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. So we're going to keep you like this. I'm going to be very low to where I can. What?
Oh.
Okay, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
And as long as I don't talk, they shouldn't hear an echo. So I'm going to give the floor to Katy. I think. Katy is echoing. Okay. So as long as you can hear her, she's off now. Yeah. She went back off. So anyway, let's get this party rolling. How's that? So I've gotten some quilting done this week. I got some customers' quilts done. They picked it up today. And I got 2 of mine done. This is, remember the spools and stars quilts that I was doing? I did a novelty design on it. It's needles and thread spools. So that one got done. Okay, Katy's back there. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And no, thanks, Joydy. I enjoyed doing that. That was fun. I don't always do novelty, but I had all these patterns and I thought I'm going to do a novelty print. So Katy, did you see that quilt? The one with the spools? Yeah. Yeah. I've been working this week, Katy, on her channel, the Greenland. I can never get that out of my mouth. My tongue doesn't want to work right. Greenland Quilter has been doing it so long, and she's been using 5-inch charms that she's had. And I have participated in it, and I know that Andra, Mama J Enterprises, has. Melanie, Crafty Witch is Danny, I believe.
Andy.
So she's going to show you hers, what she did. And I've been working on mine. That's very pretty. Now, this is Katy's design. She came up with this. And the way the blocks are going to be put together, we're going to decide as a group how we may want to put them together. But she did hourglasses, sashing, and then she did, yeah, those are the hourglasses, and she did the 4 patches. Now, Katy, they can hear you, so if you want to speak to them, you can.
Okay. So we're making 9 patch blocks first. And then and we're just using what we have in our home, 5-inch squares or charm packs. I have 141 charm packs in my house. So what I decided to do is see if I could figure out a way to use them to maximize the usage of them. So I was just experimenting on how I did them, and then I decided, well, I want to make 2 different blocks. So you end up with 9 4-patch blocks and 7 hourglass, and then you have a 1-inch sashing that you use in between, and then we're going to decide.
Good. I'm glad that you guys can hear.
The blocks.
It's just that I can't hear, but that's okay.
And then then we're going to decide how we're going to mount this quilt top.
I could get mine. Want me to get one of my blocks? Okay.
Yeah. But it's a mindless sewing. You don't really have to do nothing as long as you know how to make 4 patches, which are 4.5 by the 4 patches should be 4.5 inches, and your hourglasses should also be 4.5 inches. If you're making it from your charm packs, you've got to make sure that these half square triangles right here to make the hourglasses with are 2.5. That way, all the blocks will see. Yeah, wow, Sherry's is beautiful. That's awesome.
So I did the dark sashing.
Yeah,
on mine.
I think that's gorgeous.
So we're moving along. We spent, I forgot when was it, February or January that we started this?
3rd week of February.
Okay.
Yep.
And I know that I started working on we did 9 patches, but I did them in 4 patches.
Yeah.
And then we
did
they
start out
3 of them to make a 9 patch.
Yep. Yep.
To get the big block. And then we took 3 of the hourglasses, 1 hourglass for the cornerstone, and then 3 going down. It's a pretty big block. I haven't measured it for sure.
16.
Looks like, well, mine's 18-inch. What yours was a little bit bigger, I think, Katy.
No, 16 and 3/4. Look at the chat. There's 16 when you put everything together with the sashing. There's 16 and 3/4. Looks like your sashing's a little bit wider. Can they still hear me? Hello.
Yeah. What's nice about this is that we can use our scraps. Like I've been doing I had all my blocks done.
So these hourglasses, here, let me show you. What I did, for those that haven't seen me do this, to make the hourglass, you're going to take 2 5-inch squares and put them face to face. Okay. And then you're going to sew a seam all the way around. Then you're going to cut diagonal, trim them down to 2.5, and then make the hourglass. That's what you got to do. Hey, Lisa. So it's really simple.
Hi, Tasha. Hi,
hey,
Jess.
Tasha. Hey, Jess.
Hope you're handling the heat out there, Jess.
You never know.
Hi, Deb. And Zaza's here. What's weird is that I see her on the iPad in real time, but I'm hearing the delayed time on YouTube over to my right. But
I don't know why
you.
I don't know
So,
why you can't
Katie,
hear me.
you want to tell them how often do you go live and what time during the week?
So my main go-to lives are Thursday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, Friday 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then Saturday I do 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then I do a once a month crochet live with other crocheters on Tuesday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's once a month. And then once a month I do a
It
live with
is.
Danny from Sew Not an Expert at 4:30. So those two are
Yes.
just one up. Those two are just one ups. And then
Yes.
I'm doing a one up with Sean also. And Sean's is normally the first Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but because of what's been going on with his international students, we've had to push it back. So our live that we were supposed to have at the beginning of the month is now the last Sunday of the month. And then I think we're going to move, I think he plans on moving it back to the first of the month because we're working on Star Climber together. So outside of that, the rest of the stuff that I do is random.
So you good? Okay. Hopefully you told them about your channel too, and that. So you're gonna. Do you mind me letting them know you want to do some projects for Christmas in July, don't you? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm sure on your channel we'll be hearing about it. Will they be so-longs or more showing us how you do it?
So I have because my Advent boxes that I paid for back in the fall didn't come to me until after the holidays. I had these boxes and I didn't want to just open them and do nothing. So what I decided to do was hang on to them and
Hi,
July,
Lisa.
wait till July, and I'm going to be posting pre-records. So here's how it's going to work. With one of the Advent boxes, I have 31 days to open, and it's all batik fat quarters. So I will do 7 days at a time, and I'm going to make blocks out of those 7 fat quarters. So I'm going to drop a video once a week where I've done show you the 7 that I open. Then I'm going to do a tutorial block, and that's what I'm going to drop in as a pre-record, and you'll get a pre-record for that particular Advent box. And then I have a second Advent box that is Stitch It. And I probably will string that out also. Once a week, I'll do so many of that one. And then I also have the table runner and the 4 placemats. Now, those I probably will do on a live. So we can do that together on a live. So I'll let you know the dates that I'm going to do the table runners, because we can do that together, or I can show you how to do it. And then I'm dropping 2 videos where Nikolai opened 2 different Lego Christmas Advent boxes. I've already pre-recorded those. I just get them ready for posting, and those will also go live in July. Now, if you are a paid member, you guys get to see all of it first, because I'll post it whatever day I decide to post the premiere of the box or what I've done. Anyone who's a paid member will get to see it 4 or 5 days ahead of time. So keep in mind that also. That's just me paying it forward. So that's where I'm at.
I was just checking out again, but okay. Let me see. I was going through stuff. You'd be surprised what you can find. I was looking for something and I found it. But in the meantime, I come across projects that I had started. And then I realized some of them I'm not going to start. I came across a lot of batiks that I had for this one project. Yeah. And I thought, ooh, I'm pulling this out and it's going to be part of my stash now. But I didn't bring it in. But I'll tell you what I did. I don't know if has anybody ever done needle felting? You know what needle felting is with wool? You can't see this, but I made one of these little cupcakes. You take
Oh,
the
that's
cuffs of
cute.
of sweaters and you roll it. You roll your wool in the different colors. Then you use the cuff for the outside, and it turned out really cute. But I ended up giving that away.
That's super cute.
I don't know why I can't find what I'm looking for. So yeah, I was looking and I thought, oh, you know what? I think I'll share the different things. This is that you can do, and you can embellish. So I'm never good at showing things, but you can embellish your projects. Let's see what this one, needle felting, and it shows the process or how to do it, what you might need. But I wanted to show you a project that it was on. I got a project I did.
So you're using wool, right?
Listen, what they did is they had a garment, and then they took the yarn and they felted it into the garment.
Wow.
And that's how they did that. But that was one of the things I really had gotten into for a while. I had done a snowman quilt, and it had the little black eyes and white. Well, I did a snowman quilt in regular cotton, but I took the black felt or the roving, and I ended up making the eyes out of that, and one eye would wink and another one of the smile I'd have out of that. It turned out cute, but reason why I really came across that is this is the secondhand bag I had gotten up in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
It's a good knitting bag.
Yeah.
But I did this on it. And that was fun. This is all out of the roving, which I'll show you what roving is. This in the back has a little bit of wool felt, and then I did the grapes. Let me see, where is that? Now, Michael's used to carry this stuff. I don't know if they do because I haven't done it in a long time. But this is what you call roving. It's just raw, dyed wool. And you can pull it off. You can twist it if you want. This is just like a little foam block like you get for speakers. This is what is a single needle for felting. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
But this is how you start, and then you can move it. You can add more to it, but you can make it as circular as you want. But this is what, now I can do it on this and then remove it and put it on something, or else I could actually do it on top of a piece of felt. And if I did that, let's see. Yeah, this is wool. See how this is going right on the. Now this is for single. The reason why I use the single at times is because you can control it for small things. And then if I remove this, this is attached to this fabric. One of the things is that, so I have a lot of different wools and things, but I had another, they come in different needles. They got punch needles. These, you gotta be careful because they will, I got it locked. Unlock it. Oops. Okay, there. If you can see that. Wait,
Yeah.
there you can. This is how that looks. And so what happens is when you do it, put this here, you can do more at one time. And it flattens it then more. Where the other one doesn't flatten it, but the single one I can have more control. And see how it starts to show on the outside. It actually meshes it together. Then I have another one that has just a couple of them. But I haven't done this for a long time, but to do, if person likes to do accents or little flowers or something like that, that could be a center if I wanted to, and then I could do the flowers. It's just manipulating your wool. But you can get felted wool by going and getting 100% wool sweaters and washing them in hot water. It shrinks it down and it makes it to where you can do that. Has anybody, I have to ask, has anybody ever done any needle felting?
Not me.
I'm going to go through the chat and see. Stabby, stabby. That's right. Oh, it's great for aggression.
That's great.
I'm going to go back through and see. Yeah, there probably is a little bit of feedback because I barely got.
There's nothing we can do about with the current situation we're having.
Okay, I barely got Katy on there. You used to, okay, Danny used to needle felt. It's actually fun because you can get so, it's another source of creativity. And like I said, I did it on my quilts on some of them, you know, and it's a wall hanging. So it's not like I had to worry about it. I was just seeing what they had here. Yeah. But anyhow, you can get wool, yarn, different things. See, you can do a placemat, do cutouts, and then you can use your felting pen to make it blend into the fabric. So anyhow, that was my little thing here. I'm gonna get ready to, I'm gonna be going to Ohio, leaving Thursday afternoon. I have to go, my grandson, youngest one, graduated high school and they're having a open house for him. So we're gonna go there and see him. I'm gonna drop this so you guys can drop your channel. I'm really interested to see how this turns out when I play it back on YouTube. I'll have to play it on YouTube to know what was said on the other end. But anyway, it's okay. Jody says she did needlepoint, tapestry, crochet, stained glass art, rug hooking, etc., and still do knitting and quilting of course. I didn't do needlepoint as much as I did a little embroidery. I saw, I was looking at this picture I have on the wall of an embroidery thing I had done. And it was supposed to be for an embroiderer's prayer, but I put it a quilter's prayer. Instead, I changed it. So, Joydy, Katy's not real talkative today because we're having communication problems. It's not her fault. We don't know what it is. I can't hear her unless I go on my YouTube. Then I can hear her. So Zaza is doing stained glass too. She did. I haven't done that, but I bought stained glass. I have not done rug hooking. Have you done any of the? I know that Katy is a crocheter, and she has that on the channel once a month. Have you done any other things, Katy, for crafting?
Yeah, when I was in my teenage years, I learned how to do embroidery, and I'm not exactly sure why I put it aside. I think it had to do with the fact that I had trouble fastening off, which I have difficulty with anyway. The other thing that I've done is rug hooking, which I actually do like doing. I just haven't spent money on that little craft. I also learned how to macrame, and I also used to spend an extraordinary amount of time in a ceramic shop, me and my sister, and we painted all the time on greenware because I loved painting on greenware because you could get very artistic on greenware, especially if you learn how to dry brush on it. And I did that for a while, but gardening had been the biggest thing that took most of my time up. When I got married, my first husband constantly complained about the ceramics, so I gave them up when I shouldn't have. So I haven't sat in a ceramic shop in a really long time now. My first husband constantly complain.
Sorry, I just got you on here.
Hey, you guys want to know what? You guys want to know what? Look at the chat.
Yes. What jolted you out of your sleep today, Katy?
Two F-16 jets flying over the top of our house. Two F-16 jets flying over the top of our house.
Wow. Were they American? U.S.?
No, Danish. Thank God.
Wow. Were they American? U.S.?
No, Danish. Thank God.
We don't know what's going to be in the skies these days.
They're doing some military exercises where they're going between Kangerlussuaq, Nuuk, and down here. So they've been landing in Narsarsuaq.
Well, if you guys could give a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And,
yeah, hit that thumbs up.
I sure would have liked to have had. I'll have Katy back on, but I'll do it a different way or figure out something on to where we can speak real easy and that. But since it's going the way it is today, do you have anything you want to say, Katy, before we go off? I know it's early. I most usually stay on an hour, but
just keep an eye out for the upcoming week for my channel of things I'm going to do.
So Deb did latch hook and macrame. I did macrame years ago. Latch hook. Did I do? No, I didn't do that. Okay, Leanna, thanks for stopping by.
Y'all, thanks for coming. I'm sorry you haven't heard much out of me. She can't hear me, and I can't. I don't want to run over her.
Bye to Leanna right now. And that. Well, I'm going to cut this short since I'm having technical difficulties. See, I can't talk today either. So I'm anxious to hear this back on YouTube. See how it does. It'll all come together.
Yeah.
But anyhow, thank you, Katy, for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that this had to happen on the time that you came on. We don't know what caused it. We don't know for sure, but I will figure it out, see what is happening. And you can if you want to drop your channel link, you can drop your channel link. And again, Katy has a channel. And I want to tell everybody to stay safe. It's did it do it? The share? Okay. Add that to our list.
What's the command?
I'll add it in.
Okay.
So I have it in the description. So anyway.
Oh, share. Hang on.
Now,
Now it did.
Let me see. Deb might have been okay. Deb shared your channel.
Thank you.
She got it on there for you. And so anybody have anything to do, we'll see you in the chats later on. And I know that somebody's going to be on this evening, and I've got about 2 more things that's supposed to be going on. Plus somebody's coming on, and I don't know who it is. I always have to go and look at my list or whatever to know. So anyway, you guys stay cool. Be cool, ladies and gents. Stay cool. That's the key word. Bye-bye. Talk to you later.